Guys, I wasn't planning on doing an episode, but me and Rob, man, actually went on a little trip tonight. We went to see something that was so cool, I had to come back and talk about it. I had to say something about this. We went to see the Canadian premiere of Final Fantasy Distant Worlds. It is Nobuo Uematsu's Final Fantasy music done by the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra. And I gotta say, I have never seen anything like this. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I've heard of, I know there's video games live, I know there's a lot of things like that, and I have never been to any of that. I know Rob has been to that kind of stuff before, but I have not, so I didn't really know what to expect. And I've gone, I've collected all this Final Fantasy music over the years, and I've been a big fan of Final Fantasy music in general. So I kind of had some expectations that this was going to be good. Well, when we got there, we got our seating and all that, and I gotta tell you, it started off, and I was captivated from the moment it began to the moment it ended. I knew it was good. I heard a lot of people say to me, like, oh man, you're gonna go listen to Final Fantasy music, done by a symphony? That's really geeky. And I'm like, but Final Fantasy music is really well orchestrated. It's excellent music. It's funny, video game music has come a long way. It's come a long way since I played Final Fantasy 1 on the NES back in the day to Final Fantasy 12 now and Final Fantasy 13 that's going to be coming out rather soon. The music has progressed, hasn't it? Like, the compositions have become more orchestrated as, as the series has gone. So to see it live with video footage at the back, as they're playing this music, you can't describe it. You have to experience it. It's funny, even with the best surround sound system, you've never experienced music or Final Fantasy music like this before. It was way more powerful, acoustically, obviously, because you're sitting in this gigantic hall and there's everybody playing their instruments, and you're watching it on, watching the footage of the gameplay footage on the screen, and you're just hypnotized into this music. And I would recommend this even to people who don't know Final Fantasy music, who like orchestrated music in any regard. You could go to this and not know any of the games and be blown away. It stands on its own. And if Distant Worlds, if this concert comes, to your city, I highly recommend it. So it's really sad Nobu was supposed to be there tonight, but sadly he couldn't make it because he's finishing the Final Fantasy 14 music, and they let us know at this concert that this music he's working on has to be finished by the end of October. So he could not make it out, but he did send a video response to the fans that were there, so that was really cool. And I gotta talk about this one bit. The opera scene, the classic opera scene out of Final Fantasy VI was represented with 3 fantastic opera singers and the entire orchestra behind them, recreating the original orchestra scene in Final Fantasy VI. To say I didn't get shivers, I mean, I was blown away. I was sitting just gripped. The old orchestra scene was a cool one in Final Fantasy VI. It was a really big deal at the time. But to see this done live by a real orchestra, and the audience was laughing because they showed the footage of the orchestra on the screen from the game, and everybody started laughing, because it was kind of humorous. But when the singers kicked in, man, I'm telling you, you had shivers. This was amazing. Also, when I was there, I picked up the CD of Distant Worlds, and I picked up this t-shirt. Music from Final Fantasy. Really awesome. And a very quick unboxing in the middle of this video. It was really amazing. Before I went to the concert today, I got this package. And it is from Cloudstripe AV from YouTube here, also known as Oliver. And he sent me this CD, Play a Video Game Symphony Live. I just wanted to say thank you, man, so much. This is awesome. I can't believe you'd send me something like this. This is really great. I'm gonna listen to this later on. So Cloudstripe AV, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You'll be amazed, but I've actually never seen a live symphony before. And I'm telling you, this was the way to be introduced to a live symphony. Just sitting there, and all of a sudden, they started playing Final Fantasy music from my favorite games. They played Man with a Machine Gun. I almost passed out. This stuff was so damn good. It was so moving. They played a lot of themes from a lot of the games. They had a lot of music from Final Fantasy VIII, which was really unusual. Not so much for Final Fantasy 1 to 3 though. Yeah, some of the music they did in this was great. They did a swing version of the Chocobo theme song. That was really awesome. And obviously they finished it up with One Winged Angel. And I'm telling you, that brought the house down, you know, standing ovation. It was incredible. And I've obviously played Final Fantasy VII, I've obviously played the final battle, listening to Sephiroth's music, and that music alone is great. But to see this done by a symphony orchestra, oh my god, it was great. There was nothing nerdy about doing any of this. I'm telling you, if you were a fan of any Final Fantasy music, guys, I can't recommend going seeing Distant Worlds if it comes to your city. I highly recommend it. Or, you know, for myself, I'm gonna go check out any video game symphony orchestra type of thing now. I'm not missing out on anything like this. I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. It was really moving. It was a bigger experience than you could have ever imagined. You know, it was really something else. So definitely, guys, I just wanted to make a quick video to highlight some of my thoughts on this symphony and this orchestra tonight, Distant Worlds. Anyways, guys, until next time.